Hey, yo, it's your girl, Corey.
It's your boy Chemist, and we are the cast of 444.
And today we're going to talk about bringing forth abundance, changing your mindset, bringing in the love, the wealth, the prosperity that you're looking for, going into the mental fog, releasing restrictions and boundaries are going to be just the course of our topic today.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of things that we do, we necessarily restrict ourselves. Like that right now there's a big thing called quantum jumping. And with quantum jumping, it's an infinite number of possibilities that could have ever been, ever exist, and ever will exist. And I'm gonna try to make this so the simplest minds can understand. So any reality that you could have ever want exists. Past, present, future is all happening at once. Any decision that you made, you could have went off onto this path, this path, this path. All the decisions that you would have made exist. There's an infinite amount of timelines. So what you have to do is connect to that timeline. When you connect to that timeline, you bring forth that energy. Now, not everyone has been able to do this, and that's why we're making a podcast about it. There's one thing you can do. You can start, living in that energy. So say, for instance, you want your own business. You start operating in the energy that you have that business. So when you have your business, if you were to wake up at 6 o'clock, have a coffee, work out, take a shower, then go to work, and then look at your schedule. You surround that within your own schedule that you have right now. So if you have a schedule that you don't go to work till 3, if you had your own business and you would wake up at 6, you have to start living according to that schedule. Or if you would have your business after work and handle that, or do it on the weekends, you would do that based on that schedule. And that's a way that you bring in that energy. Now, for those of us that just want to, do the law of attraction, affirmations, spell work, anything where you're trying to change your circumstances and it's not working, a lot of reasons why it's not working is because you set your own boundaries. And these boundaries are mental. And so what we've learned, a lot of stuff that we do, we meditate and we go within. So what we've learned based on what we've read in books and what we've learned, a lot of this is what we learned from going within. We have our own restrictions. I had made a TikTok not that long ago talking about these same restrictions. Um, Basically, if you want to become a millionaire, but you have a poverty mindset, when I say that, you only seeing poverty. You only know poverty. You you see these manifestations and saying, feel this energy, and this is how you would feel with $1 million, and you've never seen $1 million. You may have a restriction here. Because if you're doing everything that they're saying and you're still not able to bring forth this money, you have a blockage, and we need to clear that blockage out. One of the ways you can remove this blockage is you have to ask yourself, because the subconscious mind is stored. It's like the protector of you. So anything that it feels is going to harm you, it blocks it. And you're probably like, how the is $1,000 or $1 million going to block me? Because if you've always been taught that wanting money was bad, or that people where you're from don't get that money, and to get a normal job, and it could be a million things, that prevents blockages in your head. So what you need to do, you need to have a conversation with yourself, because only person know you is yourself. Sorry, she's all jumping up. So the way you have a conversation with yourself, first of all, you don't necessarily have to meditate, but you do need to get still and you need to listen. So say, for instance, I want to start bringing forth money in my life, but I'm like, I've been manifesting, I've been doing spell work, I've been ching 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 goes the money tree, whatever, and nothing is chinging to me. You want to ask yourself, okay, get quiet. What is the blockage that's preventing me from getting money? Do not mouth these words out loud. I mean, you can, but it's better when you say them within because you're speaking to yourself and your subconscious, the deepest thoughts that you have that you don't necessarily see on a regular basis. Get still and ask. And you'll be surprised when it replies to you and tell you exactly why.
Hmm.
And it'll be something that you realize, yeah, I do have this blockage. So once you get it, you done brought it to the surface. So what you're doing is you're taking it from your subconscious mind and you're putting it into your conscious mind. So you're already halfway there. You put it to your conscious mind, and then you say things like, we can, for example, they always told you you had to go to college to be rich and successful. And you tell yourself, it's okay to be successful without going to college. And you repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it,
Yeah.
and you're repeating it until you believe it. This ain't no 1, 2, 3. This is repeating it. You're gonna feel your vibration change. You're gonna feel the awareness coming to your body. Then you say, we have our little famous affirmation. You'll say, there's enough money in this world for me to be rich. And you do the same thing. Like I said, this isn't no 1, 2, 3. You repeat this until you feel it, until you can feel the vibration, until you feel the shift change in your body. Then you do your spell work, your affirmations, whatever it is that you've been doing, and watch the difference. But I'm gonna let you get some time to speak because I know
Now,
I've been going in.
now you good. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop limiting ourselves. And so what those affirmation do to you individually, it just creates a higher form of vibration. Your mindset and your mentality begins to respond to the things around you. You know, you're repeating it over and over again. There's enough money in this world for me to be rich right now. There's enough money in this world for me to be rich right now. There's enough money in this world for me to be rich right now. And so this is just breaking down the science of what faith is. You're taking what you want and you're applying it to the immediate present. You're bringing it to this present right here, right now. That's the highest form of faith. So that's a beautiful thing, sister. Um, Really, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, talk to the people about how you can move in to this higher form of thinking, how you can move into this higher version of yourself. And so what I do, me, myself personally, I meditate. I close my eyes, and this is a technique that I can teach you. You know, you close your eyes, and when you close your eyes, you try to get into the most relaxed state as possible. You know, you can tell your arms to relax, tell your neck to release tension, tell your feet to release tension and stress until you feel these things in your body responding to you. You'll sink into a deeper darkness. And once you sink into this deeper darkness, what I want you to do, I want you to imagine yourself laying there, and I want you to imagine a window being there. And as you look and stare at this window, I want you to imagine a bright light that you see. Now I want you to get up and I want you to walk towards this window. And as you look at the bright light, I want you to go through the window. And when you go through the window, I want you to take it all in. Take the light in, take your aura in, take everything around you. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to restrict yourself. Don't try to do any of those things. Now, once you walk through this window, I want you to turn around. And when you turn around, you'll realize that the version of you that walked through this window is still sitting in the chair or still sitting in the couch. Now, after you realize and grasp this, when you turn back around, I want you to picture the versions of yourself that fit your needs. So if you say, oh, I want to be wiser, I want to have this much intellect, I want to operate according to this, I want you to picture that higher self. I want you to picture that body. What does that body look like? Look at your hands, look at your hair. How do you interact? What do you smell like? I want you to picture that body. I want you to picture the habits. I want you to picture what they do on a day-to-day basis. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to move your will. I want you to move your consciousness into that body. The strongest thing that we have is our will. The strongest thing we have is our consciousness. So I want you to focus on moving your consciousness from where you are into that body that you pictured. And then once you move your consciousness into that body, you can wake up. And once you wake up, I want you to start practicing those habits. If your higher self, like my sister said, runs a business, well, get up in the morning according to that schedule and start operating like that higher self. If you dress a certain way, get up in the morning and start dressing like that. You know, if you have a organized schedule, get up and start operating according to those things, because what happens is you're bringing that immediate reality into the present, and you start operating according to those vibrations. Your reality starts shaping and shifting according to those vibrations. And so what me and my sister do, we're just here to present the information to you. We can't teach you anything. We can only present the information to you. You are your own master teacher. Even if I presented information to you and it was sound, you would still have to accept it. So who's teaching who? Is that me teaching you, or is that teaching yourself? You first got to get that in your mind. You first got to stop limiting yourself, get those restrictions out of yourself, get those limits out of yourself. Once you get that out of yourself, you realize that all of these things that we're talking about, it's there for you to obtain. We're not just talking about it because we want to talk about it. We want you to move into that higher version of yourself. We want you to move into that breakthrough. We want you to move into your destiny, what you were created to do. And the only thing that's been keeping you in there is yourself. Sorry about this. So you know, I go on.
Well, we're going to break down 2 videos. This is going to be the end of the first video. Y'all stay tuned for the second. And we're the cast of 444. We're out.